goes wheel to wheel. Freddy gets out of shape. This is massive.
We're back in New Jersey, and I've had a lot of fun here before. This track is pretty iconic. Englishtown, a lot of lefty drivers got their humble beginnings here. They all started here. Von Gittin Jr., Chris Forsberg, Ryan Tuerck started his career here.
Dipping in, look at that big snap into that final outer zone.
New Jersey always feels like a homecoming. My first event I ever drove in my first drift car was here at Englishtown. So it's just like this place has been something pretty significant all through my childhood and into my adult life. It's been a motorsport playground for me, which is pretty sweet.
Say hi, Roman. Say hi, Roman. Are you sharing? Thank you.
I'd say that having my son here for his first event is pretty special. Seeing me do what I do for the first time really in a professional environment, and the car that I drive that he sees on the live stream when he watches with Shannon at home, that was pretty special.
You want to be in the driver's seat, right?
I remember coming one of the laps after practice, I came in to the pit and Shannon had him there with his headphones on and he's just waving at me coming back into the pit. So it was pretty cool when I drove by and I'm just waving at my son, waving at me.
So Ryan Tuerck coming into this round of competition as far as points, he's sitting in 10th.
Roll into tandem, kind of feeling really good and confident that your setup on the car is good, and I hope that you can kind of just keep the ball rolling, you know?
Taking a look at Mohan, he's all the way down there in 35th, but would love to play spoiler here.
I feel like I have progressed from last season, and my skills have gotten better, but also everybody else has gotten better too.
Ryan Tuerck gets the clean air in that Rain-X Toyota GR Corolla. Nitto tires, uses all the course, uses that edge. Really good precision driving by Ryan Tuerck, filling all that outside zone. I mean, that was masterclass right there.
Look good for me. How do you feel?
Yeah, car feels good, but I couldn't get the angle set in outer two like I wanted. The rest of it felt pretty good though.
My spotter, Brian, and I, after the lead lap, he just says, okay, great lead lap if you had a great lead lap, or if you don't have a good lead lap, he just doesn't say anything about it and moves straight into the strategy for your chase lap.
Let's see what we got. Kyle Mohan, the menace, out front.
That's what I fall back on, is knowing that I have been able to step it up personally and behind the wheel.
Ryan Tuerck gets the win and advances on into the 16.
Nice job, everybody. Those 32s, man.
You can see the wind is blowing, also a little bit of drizzle. These guys have had dry practice up until this point.
It started raining just before, of course, no practice in the wet, and I knew it would make it tougher for us.
Here we go, round 32. Fredric, Aasbø, our #1 qualifier, going against Ken Gucci.
This year, we have a judging format that rewards aggression and sort of Hail Mary runs.
Fredric Aasbø, your defending back-to-back champion, also 3-time champion as well.
I'm here to try and do well. It's what I think is fun. I think it's fun to win. I think it's fun to do well. So that's all I really know.
Again, a little bit of moisture on track, slowing things down. Freddy gets out of shape. That is a huge blow and shock to the system. I mean, this is absolutely massive. That could be deemed an incomplete. This is huge right here. Fredric Aasbø, Ken Gucci, and look at this. Ken Gucci takes down our defending champion and our current points leader in the 32. This is huge.
Yes, it is.
So I made a poor decision going into turn 2 in my chase and tapped his front tire, and Ken kept going while I straightened out. Not the best day at the office, but we'll take this on the chin and move on.
The fact of the matter is, we lost out on a lot of points right there.
So we are halfway through our top 16. Here we are with Ryan Tuerck and Brandon Sorensen.
I mean, we're the underdogs at this point, trying to come from behind. I wouldn't say there's less pressure on that, but it's a different feeling and mindset coming into the round. So obviously the goal is to win everybody. I want to beat every single person out there.
Ryan Tuerck using all the course.
Gets in nice and early, goes about midline all the way through.
It could have been cleaner, but everything felt awesome. Car at the hook.
Ryan Tuerck gets the win, but next stop, three-time champ, James the Machine Dean. Ryan Tuerck, he wants this. His Rockstar teammate out at 32, Fredric Aasbø. Ryan Tuerck currently 10th in points coming into this round of competition. E-Town, essentially his home track. The Machine is back. James the Machine Dean, three-time champion. Good battle here, Ryan Tuerck versus James Dean. Those sparks just keep flying on James Dean, snapping it into that first outside zone. Ryan Tuerck, that Rain-X Toyota GR Corolla. Whoa, buddy.
My lead lap that I had was okay. I did drop a tire and picked up the front wheel quite a bit, so I had a couple little mistakes that wasn't great, which really sucked because I knew we were going to be up against it at that point.
James Dean is not able to be shaken at all, keeps the pressure on.
So, Ryan Tuerck exceeding that line and exceeding the course, getting into the dirt.
So Ryan Tuerck will be chasing down the three-time champ. So here we go. James Dean out front, the three-time champ, the Machine.
I knew how to drive 10/10s on the chase lap.
Goes into that first outside zone, fills all of it.
I went out there, botched the entry pretty bad, but was able to catch back up to him on the transfer to outer two. In an outer two, I hit him.
As Ryan Tuerck goes wheel to wheel. They bang doors, they bang back wheels.
We really didn't waver him. He stood strong and just jammed back through the course.
James Dean and Ryan Tuerck. Oh, and looks like, was there contact there?
Did Ryan hit him? Did Ryan hit him, John?
Holy cow, yeah, look at that. That bumper falling off.
Such a risky move
Yeah,
there
looks
from
like Tuerck hit
Ryan
him.
Tuerck. Towards the end of the run, it does look like Tuerck hit James Dean and spun him out across the finish line.
The bumping of the cars, it doesn't put them offline, you know what I mean?
So Ryan Tuerck, the Lone Star Rockstar, looks like he is knocked out. His night is done. James Dean advances on.
Can't get past this barrier, damn it.
I feel like we got beat on just some little tiny minutia BS. Otherwise, we had the car. I was feeling phenomenal. The team was great. And we were rocking and rolling. Like, there's no reason why we couldn't have stepped on top of the podium.
I know, I got all your toys.
It was definitely a lot easier to come off of a bummer loss in the top 8 to see Roman and Shannon and the rest of my family that were down there, you know? So it took the sting off. Motivation is easy for me. Just kind of move on to the next round and put your best foot forward and learn from, you know, the mistakes. As far as championship, I mean, I don't know. If you get one win, it can turn everything around. You're right back up in the points chase. So that's really what needs to happen for us.
It's about to get lit, as the kids say. We are here at round 5 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship, Worldwide Technology Raceway Park in St. Louis, just across from the St. Louis Arch, the gateway to the west. Well, we are the gateway to a championship.
It's not going to be easy stopping Matt, and it's definitely not going to be easy to keep these guys at bay. We're going to give it everything we got.
So
Following New Jersey, I was really bummed, obviously. I had to sort of reset. I went back to Norway, went to my favorite event out there, Galtebil. I decided to just go out there, have fun, and fun we had.
I find that Galtebil is a good way for me to kind of play around a little bit, experiment, see what works, what doesn't, just get some good old seat time, and then come back here with that newfound understanding of what we're doing. I get a lot of joy from following my wife, Hunter, in her drifting endeavors. Hunter needs to spend a lot of time in Norway for her visa situation, and she has a lot of events out there. It's really cool to see her grow, but she's still trying to figure it out, and I try and coach her to the best of my ability. It's great to have a pro drifter wife, but it's also nice to talk about other things on cars sometimes.
I podiumed every single year in St. Louis since I got on Papadakis Racing. So it's a strong event for me and the team. I like the transitions, I like the turns, and just feel confident there.
Kind of tit for tat here now, and look, he drops a tire.
We're gonna win here in St. Louis because we have the best equipment, some of the best team out here, and one of the best drivers. And I just need to live up to those expectations, which I can, which I can do.
We've had a lot of success here in St. Louis and a lot of fun. I love the sort of go-kart style, tighter, technical track. I think we have a good understanding of this track and what it takes. There are some changes this year, but we're looking to figure them out and really mount a good campaign for a podium finish here.
Now the plot thickens here because Ryan Tuerck got a lucky break earlier, and right now the car is not starting. He's having issues, and he is calling a competition timeout.
Yep. Dom, get down there and get that balancer off the motor. We don't have anything else, so we can't do it.
I know a pulley broke on track, and FD actually picked it up off the ground. We went back, we had the parts in the pit, tried to change it, but the problem is that you couldn't get the wrench to even loosen up the pulley because of the intercooler and all the rest of the stuff in there. Once they finally got it loose, we had 30 seconds left. No time to even put it back on.
Ryan Tuerck defeated. Tim and his team not able to make the repair in the competition timeout. So the Rockstar driver that is Ryan Tuerck is out.
I thankfully moved on to the top 8, so I got top 8 points, but it's just kind of continues the feeling of the season of not being able to get past this damn top 8 barrier that we've been stuck at.
Here we are, and the grade 8 is shaped up. The only driver, let's go to grade 7, because Ryan Tuerck will not move on. He was not able to get his car going. We got Fredric, Aasbø, and Jonathan Hurst. Hurst would love to twist the screws on that Rockstar pilot into that third outside zone. Fredric Aasbø, signature Aasbø style. Oh, what is that? Looks like Jonathan Hurst might have DB'd it. That looked wild. Fredric Aasbø, the Rockstar energy drink driver, gets the win and advances on. So look at this, going from knocked out to 32 to potentially a win.
When you're struggling and when it finally clicks, it's the best feeling ever. And it brings me back to why I love this. You know, chipping away at it, making it stick, making it work, winning a battle, going into the next round with the team. High fives. I love it.
The Norwegian flag can stand high for Olsen or Aasbø.
Top 4, I think, was the battle of the day. Not less than 2 one more times with Simon. It really got me sweating. I think the first one, we were quite even.
And we are split.
Second one, I dropped a tire. I got lucky there to get another one more time. He made another little mistake.
One more time, and one more time.
And then the last one, he came in too hot into the last corner, got a little too greedy, and we got it.
Fredric Aasbø dialed. Now that looked like a really good execution going from 1 to 2. Transitioning in that final outside zone, Olsen gets a little too aggressive, bites off more than he can chew. Fredric Aasbø gets the win and the points lead, gets knocked down 32 New Jersey and gets redemption and is going to the finals here in St. Louis.
That was some of the wildest driving I've done in a while. So much fun. This is what I love about drifting.
The finals are here. It's official. Odie Bakshi's, Fredric Aasbø, here at round 5 of the Formula Gym Pro Championship. Who's gonna get the win?
I love competing against him. He's one of those guys that rarely makes mistakes. It's usually a good battle.
Come on, Freddie.
We were hoping that Odie would have about the same speed as Simon because they're in more or less the same car, but that was not the case. Odie was ultra quick.
Signed, sealed, delivered. Send it. Come on. Odie Bakshi's initiates in that first outside zone, hammering down on the throttle. Good angle here from Odie Bakshi's. Fredric Aasbø, you talk about peaking and getting out there. Is Fredric Aasbø peaking right now, or is Odie Bakshi's? Really good execution on that third outside zone. Tell you what, seems like they tuned it up just a little bit.
Hey, it ain't over yet, man. I know, bro. It ain't over yet.
Overall, that was a really good lead run from Odie Bakshi's. Here we go, 3-time champion Fredric Aasbø. He now leads that Rockstar energy drink, Toyota GR Supra.
My lead lap was okay, but he was chasing me very close.
In that second outside zone goes Fredric Aasbø. Look at the proximity from Odie Bakshi's. He's going to that third outside zone. Fredric Aasbø uses all of it. Now in that last and final outside zone, filling all of it. Odie Bakshi's not as deep.
I think that says a lot about the level that Odie's cars are at right now. They have a lot of speed capability while still being able to run those wide lines. That's an alarming trend for the rest of the season. Those guys are figuring their stuff out.
Odie Bakshi's gets the win. And that means second place goes to the Rockstar energy drink pilot. That is Fredric, the Norwegian Hammer Aasbø.
Congratulations, Fredric, that you've moved into the lead of the championship. So it looks like that reset has really worked for you, and now you have that momentum to carry you forward.
That's awesome. That's what my mom told me to come here and do, you know, try and get back in the lead. And we were fighting a little bit in practice, but we got back on the horse and somehow it started clicking.
Ladies and gentlemen, get loud. Fredric Aasbø finishes second.